But Filipe knows this wave. He surfs here. This is his second home, or home now, and we're seeing him take off.
Filipe Toledo setting up his opener here at the Rip Curl WSL Finals. Wrap to start. Off the bottom, big blitz off the lip with the fin throw, jamming down the line. Total control on some messy sections for Toledo. Winds up and punches out the finish. With authority, no warm-up required for Filipe. Or what'd you like about
What
it?
an amazing start. You know, had a bit of bump on the face here, but Filipe just navigating this first section, and this was where he got to throw the tail so fast, so whippy. Again, just getting so much progression and speed down the line. And this was the turn that I loved, slashing and laying back. Just so fast, the Filipe that we are just picking up where he put down last year out here.
Both these guys, total showmen. The flex riding away, that just builds Filipe's confidence.
I think the velocity too. I mean, every section that he came to meet, he just threw himself at it, that power and just the confidence. And one of my favorite waves of the men's draw so far.
That's going to set up Filipe for his forehand. Toledo, first turn, a dynamic one in the pocket. Out in front, an absolute layback dagger. Frontside wrap again. Toledo looking perfect through that last wrap. And he'll slip off. First mistake, and might have been a painful one.
And throughout the day, but Filipe, this wave was so smooth on the open face.
Unbelievable start there, Laura. What about out in front?
That was the turn. That was unbelievable. It was frothy at the start, but, you know, it stood up and just had that nice, clean wall with, a lot of energy. Fizzled out here, and he just wanted to get some work done. That's where he has no front teeth left, but...
and you could see he didn't get the hands up in time.
He just hasn't just won. He's just lifted everyone along the way. From that win...
And here he goes.
And here he goes now from that win at J-Bay in 2018. He was so dominant, and now he's really looking on fire here. Just feeling it. It's like, how's that? You give him the balls, right?
Oh, awesome to hear the fire out of two-time world champ Tommy Carroll enjoying the show. Back to Filipe. Laura, what'd you love about that first turn?
Wow, he threw so much spray. Absolutely amazing by Filipe here. That first turn was just so spot on. He just knows this wave so well, just connecting the dots and unfortunately going down.
All rooting for this man as they want him to win his first world title today. Filipe on the wind-up. Clean wrap to start. Already a ton of speed. Quick speed jam. Climbs the next section. Can catch up to anything out here. Extended tail drift. Big float right into a redirect off the top. And will he shut it down? His finishes have been tough. Not this time. Slams it shut.
Put his board, and he surfed this really well. A nice opening gouge there, and just here he realized he had to make the move down the line, and even his floaters and foam climbs are just throwing so much speed. Blowtail right there, and then finishes off here with a nice big wrapping carve. So yeah, a lot of chasing done on this wave, but the way he connected those dots was pretty wild.
Back to the form that kicked it all off with that top turn. A lot of surfers here at lowers wouldn't have gotten the distance. Filipe proving that he's the fastest surfer on the planet.
He is the fastest, but I think Laura also just mentioning the sweet spot. That's what Filipe is tapping into. Every time on a wave, he's able to find the lip line, whether he's coming from behind or kind of carving down. He's able to keep that flow and the speed and showing us points of difference and obviously a lot of variety.
It'll be interesting to see what this score comes in as, there wasn't any, major sort of turns besides that big carve.
The wave is set right now. Going beautiful.
Catch up to Strider in a moment there as he is just frothing through every single turn. Toledo still looking perfect with his form, his technique, being in the right sections. His balance of finesse with power and variety is second to none. The energy that Steph's feeling right now after a big accomplishment. We'll have more time to spend with her in a moment, but we're finally getting title match number 2 started. Filipe Toledo, clean frontside arc. Deep off the bottom, there's the vert. Using that open face well. Tracking through another roundhouse cutback.
See how clean he's keeping the rail on all of these turns. Whoa, what a flare at the end, but he doesn't make it again. That'd be a great little clip right there, just in slow-mo of them both doing something big and falling. It looks like Filipe just cut his hand or something. What's going on here?
Cut his hand or lost his watch? Caught that
over-rotated almost, yeah. He also, a lot of times he corks him out so hard. Look how clean the rail was right there. That was a bumpy section. And then here, gets his tail up above it. And then here, look at how bumpy that wave is. There's no clean arc. And he made it. He forced his way through it. So he's just kind of dominating what these little waves are. And had he made that, he put a score up.
Coming in at seed number 5, all the way to the title, getting past some of the best in the world today. The best. All the way to her title. Back to action. Aggressive start from Filipe Toledo. Quick whip in the pocket. Pushes so hard through those forehand carves. I felt like he released him to the world when he won Snapper back in 2015 in a similar size conditions on that finals day way back when, where he officially entered his first world title race in just his 3rd season against the best in the world. Back to that in a moment, because Filipe stepping into motion, clean, big frontside hook. He'll climb the next section, nice and hollow under that board. There's that layback dagger. A lot of variety once again. Frames it perfectly for the finish as he'll stare down the entire beach, Mick.
I'm scared.
That's good surfing right there.
Yeah.
That's so precise. The speed, when we watch this replay, watch the speed he gets through these turns on. It's incredible. Mick and Rob Machado and Kalani Rob is being fast. This guy is the fastest guy I've ever seen. Look at that. Boom. How much ground he covered there. Mick, talk us through this here.
It's wild. He gets so much, like, reverberation out of his boards. Like, his boards, sometimes you do a turn like that and your board will stop. His looks like it just explodes under his feet and pops him back up on the water. Like, every time he comes out of a turn, his board's clean, so he can just keep flowing into that next turn.
I like that climb he did there, too.
Like, even there, he's like totally underwater, but then he just pops up. It's those things feel good.
He had a full body claim, so I think he's happy with it. Let's see what happened.
This was the split, Mick. What'd you see here?
I'll let you commentate it, mate.
The carve down to start and then went right back to the lip. How'd you like that one, Mick?
Yeah, mate. He's been on point all day. He's just going through. Like, even though there's foam on this space, he's just flying through it. That was a nice stomp to finish in, and that's